Hello everyone, this is my VHS collection update for the month of May. Now I received so many VHS titles that I'm going to cover this into two parts. The first part is going to be inside that tissue circle, all these VHS tapes from around the world, which is of course from Germany, New Zealand, Australia, Japan, USA, and so on and so forth. So we're going to cover this first part. For second part is going to be these free bundles. 2 from Australia and 1 from UK. Now, the first VHS Australian VHS bundle contains 10 tapes. The second Australian VHS bundle contains 7 tapes. And this UK Disney VHS bundle, which contains around 25 tapes, which contains a lot of rare titles. I'm actually very excited for this VHS bundle. It's probably my biggest VHS bundle I received throughout my entire VHS hunting career. So I'm really looking forward to this VHS bundle in part 2. But for now, let's focus on part 1. So let's start with this title right here. This is The Incredible Journey from Walt Disney Video. This is the German VHS tape of The Incredible Journey. It's rated 6. Nope. Here's the VHS label, Walt Disney Video with Sorcerer Mickey. And there's actually a print date here. So the print date is May 15, 1995. Sorry for the blurriness. I'm trying my best. Okay, here we go. So that was Incredible Journey German VHS tape. Next up is the Embassy Dark Age Crocodile Hunter German VHS tape. Now, the main reason why I bought this German VHS tape from Embassy, do you see the Nelson Entertainment logo right there? Now it's rated 16 up. But the main reason why I bought this VHS tape is actually because if you look from Logic Smash's channel page and you search for Embassy and Nelson Entertainment logo combo, you'll notice that there's a Taurus video right there. That's because that this logo combo is extremely rare to find. And when I showcased it to my avid logo community, they were actually shocked that you want me to digitize it so badly. So yeah. That was the main reason why I bought this tape. Not because of the movie itself, actually because, of course, for the logo combo. That logo combo is actually very magical to see. It's actually a rare variant to find. Yeah, the logo combo is such a rare variant to find, and it's so magical, but it's not 50 FPS. So I'm here to basically record this 50 FPS, just so that it can be seen in all its magical glory. So that was Dark Age. Next up is Ruskies, Australian VHS from Roadshow Home Video, and has New Century Entertainment logo in it. Rated PG. Here's a Roadshow VHS label. Sadly, there are no Disney trailers, unfortunately, just a Touchstone trailer. There's a lot of Roadshow trailers, was great, but again, I'm buying those Roadshow VHS tapes just to preserve those Disney TV trailers and a lot of Disney trailers along with Buena Vista trailers as well. So, next up, Double Switch. Rated G. They envied each other's life until they lived it. In other countries, this is actually released by Disney Premier Cinema, but in Australia it was released by Walt Disney Video. And yes, Double Switch is, of course, part of Disney Sunday movie lineup. Well, here's a label. Walls and Video, distributor Roadshow and Video. Double Switch. Roadshow logo with Walls and Video. Rated G. Next up, Out of Time from Premier Home Entertainment. And yes, it's a TV movie. Now, this tape was released in 1990. Out of Time, PG, from Premier Home Entertainment. Here's a VHS label. Next up is Next up is Zorro, Volume 1, The Secret of El Zorro, from Walls and Video. This is a USA tape. And, of course, it's in black and white. Here's the VHS label. Zorro Volume 1, The Secret of El Zorro, black and white, contains the Walls and Video logo with the Sorcerer Mickey. Let me tell you the print date of it. The print date is October 29th, 1985. Okay. Next up, Dumbo. But it's not from Australia. It's from New Zealand. You see that G ring right there? That means from New Zealand. Now, this was released in 1990. You want to know why? Do you see that's a VHS code that's in white borders right there? That means this is sadly a sales tape, or as I called, a retail tape for that matter. And yes, this VHS tape contains the free Enchanted cartoons that is pretty much only available in, how should I put it, original rental releases. It only exists in some countries. For example, in the UK and, of course, in Australia. Here's a VHS label, Video 1 Limited, copyright warning. And there's actually a release date. Hold on. Okay, so it was released in 1990. Dumbo. There's a G ring right there. Okay. Next up, The Reluctant Agent, Australian VHS tape. Rated PG, and it's from Applause Home Video. A hilarious comedy about law and disorder starring Jackie. Applause Home Video. Originally, it was going to be called The FBI Agent, but of course, they scratched it, called The Reluctant Agent, in pink coloring. This VHS tape was released in 1990. And yes, it's a TV movie again. Here's the VHS label, Roadshow and Video. Applause on Video. their reluctant agent. All right, that's the end of this VHS section. Let's move on to another VHS section right here. All right, next up, Chippendale Rescue Rangers in Pound of the Baskervilles, rated G. It's from New Zealand. Now, when I bought that tape, I thought it was actually a New Zealand VHS release, you know, because, well, I saw their G rating. But when I opened that VHS up, sorry about that, the VHS case sadly is in poor condition, so forgive the, little bit of a, here's the earring sticker. Here's a VHS label. Rescue Rangers, Pound the Baskervilles, rated G, Walls and Video. Now, I'm sad to say, unfortunately, that this VHS tape, even though it has New Zealand VHS sticker, this is, unfortunately, the Australian VHS retail release. I'm actually very angry because I thought it was going to be from New Zealand, but nope. All they did was they pretty much just reused the Australian VHS tape with a New Zealand sticker. That's all they did. This is really, I'm really frustrated. I'm very angry about this because I thought it was going to be contain New Zealand warnings, along with the New Zealand satellite Walls and Video logo, along with the trailer, so on. But no, it's actually the Australian VHS copy. I'm actually very angry, but what can we do? Next up is Starring Goofy from Walls and Video, rated G, New Zealand. The Walls and Video, rated GA. Now, this is New Zealand, but there's something I wanted to tell you, because it's very important. This is not Starring Goofy. It's actually a VHS copy of Sport Goofy. Yup, this is a VHS of Sport Goofy in a Starring Goofy case. I thought it was going to contain a Starring Goofy, but I was pretty much disappointed. But I bought this tape because, well, it's Sport Goofy. I mean, it's extremely rare to find because it never released on DVD or on Blu-ray and streaming. It's a special, so it is what it is, unfortunately. Anyways, here's a VHS label, rated G. I know, it's sadly disappointing I did not get the New Zealand VHS stuff Starring Goofy, but at least I got a Sport Goofy. It's also good at least, so it's the least I get. Anyways, next up is the German VHS release of Mr. Boogedy and Fuzz Bucket, double feature from Disney Premier Cinema. And you see Miller right there? That means it was released between 1986 and 1987. But after watching VHS opening, it was confirmed to be released for me in January 1987 or February 1987, for that matter. Rated 12. Although, if you look very closely, it's actually rated a 6, but they re-rate to a 12. That's why you see the green sticker put on top of the VHS cover. So, here's the VHS label. Now, I have to unfortunately tell you the bad news. This VHS tape is a pre-cert, and unfortunately, VHS quality of this VHS is absolutely atrocious. It feels like I'm watching in bootleg quality, so it sucks. But the fact it's from a VHS release really offends me greatly with that VHS quality I've seen after testing it. But considering the fact that it cost me €20 for this VHS tape that basically costs around $22 or $23. That is really disappointing. But hey, at least the VHS cover is actually in pretty good shape, so I can't complain that much. But still, it's very hugely disappointing. Next up is Australian VHS of the Free Calberos from Walls and Video. Although sadly it's a cut VHS cover, but still, I'm perfectly happy getting this tape. Here's a VHS label. Walls and Video, distributed by Roadshow and Video. Free Calberos. The Village Roadshow Video logo, Walls and Video. Ray G. This was released in 1986. Next up, The Sword and the Stone. It's a UK VHS tape. But keep in mind, this is the rental VHS tape, because you see that right there? That's the Rank Video logo, which means this is a UK rental tape from 1986. Sword in the Stone. And of course, the classics from Disney. That's a pretty unique logo from the Walt Disney Classics line. But keep in mind it's from 1986, so. Oh, and also, to show you that it's actually released in 1996, do you see that date right there? 1996, the Walt Disney Company. So, here's a VHS label. Of course, sadly, unfortunately, this has tape on the top of the label, but I'm still perfectly fine with it because at the end of the day, this is extremely rare, and the VHS label is actually in pretty good shape, so I'm not going to complain there. Next up, more Tales of Pluto. This is the UK rental tape. This is from Walt Disney Video, with of course the Rank Video right there. Distributed by Rank Video. And of course, keep in mind it's a cartoon compilation, so contains all these cartoons that are shown in the back VHS cover. Here's a VHS label, more Tales of Pluto. Now, keep in mind, this VHS was released in 1987, because I checked the VHS opening, and it basically contained trailers that I've seen from VHS tapes of that particular group. So, yeah, it was released in 1987. Next up, the USA VHS tape of Sign of Zorro from Walt Disney Video. And it's a white clamshell. Of course, again, it's in black and white. Here is the VHS label. Although, sadly, the VHS label unfortunately fell off. So, it sucks, but hey. At least the VHS label is actually in incredible condition, so I'm very glad it's not ripped or bruised or something like that. So I'm very glad, even though it fell off. At least I'm very glad it's still intact. The print date is May 19th, 1985. So that was Sign of Zorro. Next up is Donald Duck's 50 Crazy Years from Australia. Yes, from Australia. Not from the UK, from Australia. It's a TV special. And I think it's very fitting because Donald Duck's birthday was from 1984, which means that, I mean, the 50 Crazy Years was, of course, the TV special was released in 1994. So in this case, even though it was released in 1996, this is a perfect way to celebrate Donald Duck's birthday for 90 years, which is awesome. Includes all these cartoons. And you want to know why it was released in 96? Okay, of course, walls of video. It's Roadshow and Video. Keep this label. Hold on. Dogs 50 Crazy Years, rated G. And do you see that right there? That is the Roadshow and Video in text form, which means it was released between 1985 and 1996. But I watched the opening and it was released in 1996. So here's it. Walls and Video, distributed by Roadshow and Video. Next up, Nowhere to Hide. Proudly presented by Roadshow and Video and from Alliance Entertainment Corporation. Now, this is the first Roadshow VHS tape that I purchased that contains the rating M. Now, I know what you're probably thinking, why on earth would you buy a Roadshow VHS tape that's rated M? I'll tell you why. Because I did a lot of research, and according to my research, there is a VHS, or they call it title, that was released in October or September of 1988 that contains Pacific High. Pacific High was released by Buena Vista Home Video. And I want to try my best to get that trailer of it. But in order to get it, I need to buy a Roadshow VHS tape from that month. So I'm going to try my best to find an August or September 1988 tape that contains that trailer. And this is one of those titles, Nowhere to Hide. Hopefully it might contain that trailer. Here's a VHS label, Roadshow and Video logo. Nowhere to Hide, rated M. Roadshow and Video. And in case you want to know what Pacific High was rated, it's rated M. So that's why I'm trying my best to try and find rated M Roadshow titles from the months between August and September. Hopefully to get that trailer. Next up, Der Tollkather in der Rallye Monte Carlo, or aka Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo during VHS from Walls and Video. Rated 6. Here's the VHS label. Now, that will indicate it was released either in 1984 or 1985. But I have some very sad news. Hold on. So, yeah, I unfortunately have some very sad news about this tape. This tape, unfortunately, yeah, there is a lack of tape. Which means, unfortunately, even though there's a lot of tape right here and a lot of tape right there, it cannot be played on my VCR because there is no tape that's holding it in place. So I don't know what to do. I need some help. What do I do in order to make this tape play? Because every time I put this VHS on this VHS player right here, it doesn't work. It always ejects every few seconds. So when I put that VHS tape in the VHS player, after about like a couple of seconds, it immediately ejects. I don't know why. So if you can tell me in the comments on what happened to VHS or how can I fix it, please let me know so I can maybe fix it so I can show you all the VHS opening for this VHS. Next up is Io Grande Puffo, or as I'd call it, Smurfs VHS. I believe it's one of the volumes. It's volume 1 right there. It's from Sin Hollywood. It contains 5 ventures. And by the way, I don't really actually care about this VHS tape. I actually got this for free. Now, what VHS tape that I purchased, I got this tape for free along with it. I'll tell you in a little bit. Here is the VHS label. Sin Hollywood, Io Grande Puffo. And this VHS tape is inside the Buena Vista Home Entertainment Italian case. Weird. So that tape, I pretty much got this tape for free, along with, from VHS, some Italian purchase I purchased. I got this tape for free. But what was it? We're going to find out later. Here's another VHS tape. Woman with a Past, Australian VHS tape. Rated PG, and it's from Premier Home Entertainment. And it's from WIN. She didn't just tell a lie. She lived one. Rated PG, and it's from Premier Home Entertainment. She was a prisoner of her past, and only the truth could set her free. Oh, do you see that Warner Bros. Movie World logo right there? That means it was released from 1991 and above. And after looking at those trailers, this was released in 1992. Here's a Roadshow via label. Woman with a Past, PG, Premier Home Entertainment. Okay. Next up, High Road to China. Plus previews of other hit movies. So it's from Roadshow and Video. But do you see that text right there? That means it was released in, well, 1985 or before. And features Tom Selleck. Now, the main reason why I got this VHS tape was actually because I don't actually really care about this VHS tape a lot, but the main reason why I got this VHS tape was actually because I want to take advantage of a huge discount if I buy 2 movies or more. And Donald Duck's 50 Crazy Years is one of them. That's the main reason why I want to get this VHS tape, because I want to save money on buying this VHS tape, Donald's 50 Crazy Years. Now, if you're wondering what VHS tape that I purchased that made me get the Smurfs for free along with it? Well, it's a Tiger Walks Italian Disney VHS tape. This VHS tape cost me 10 euros. However, I have to keep in mind about the shipping costs. It's not very cheap. It's very expensive. I had to pay over around like 20 euros for shipping on eBay. It's a lot of money. So the main reason I bought this VHS tape is actually because of one main reason. This program, so far, only released in the United States and in the UK. UK is basically a pre-cert. But in the US, it's actually very easy to find. You can find from Disney Presents line and from, of course, the white clamshell. However, internationally, it's extremely rare to find. And so far, the only ones actually released internationally is from Italy, Walls Video, and UK. But those are the only countries so far that actually released a Tiger Walks. So that's really insane. Here's the VHS label. Walls and Video, Tigre in Aguato. Tigre in Aguato. This label indicates it was released between late 1986 to 1989. Or as I call it, late 1988. Now, according to my research, this VHS tape was released in 1987. And this VHS tape is in Warner Home Video Italian VHS case for some reason. So we're using cases. Next up, Mario and the Mob, rated PG, and is from Applause Home Video. And of course, it's from Carolco. Applause Home Video label, and Mario and the Mob, rated PG. And by the way, I believe this is a TV movie, so... Oh, and by the way, this VHS tape was released in 1992. 1991, Carolco Films International. I can't wait to see this movie sometime soon. Here's the Roadshow Video label. Mario and the Mob, PG. Applause Home Video. Next up, whoopsies, my bad, guys. This VHS tape already showcased another VHS bundle. Sorry about that. My bad. We all make mistakes sometimes. Next up, An Angel at My Table from Applause Home Video, and of course, it's a drama film, rated PG. Applause Home Video, Angel at My Table, and rated PG. Now, this VHS tape was released in 1992. Do you see right there? Warner Bros. Movie World, Hollywood Gold Coast, and from Roadshow Home Video. Yeah, Roadshow Video's Premiere Home. Roadshow Video's Applause Home Video. Now, even though it says, I believe right here, a drama, it's actually a comedy. I'm not quite sure, but anyways. This lasts for 2 hours and 37 minutes, plus trailers, which is a huge lengthy film. But I gotta tell you, hold on, before I could say anything, this is a Roadshow Video label. An Angel on My Table, Ray PG, Applause on Video, right there. Now, the problem with this VHS is, when I tested this VHS tape out, have you ever heard of VHS generation loss? This VHS tape, sadly, has VHS generation loss. I'm not sure what VHS generation loss it is. Probably like on the 6th, 7th, or 8th. It's almost on the level of bootleg quality. But when I show you the VHS opening, you can decide for yourselves if it's a bootleg or... No, not bootleg. It is bootleg quality or almost at the bootleg quality. But you can judge for yourselves when I show you the VHS opening of this VHS. So that's the end of these VHS section. Next up, Japanese VHS release of Here's Mickey. Now, this is volume 1. Now, keep in mind, there are 9 volumes of the Dreams and Magic collection. I believe that's what's translated to. So this is volume 1 from Bevy Network, from Walls Video. Now, you see that low price right there, the yen, 3,100 yen? That's because this is a collection of retail tapes that was sold between 1988 to middle of 1999. Here it is, sale only right there. Here's VHS label, Walls and Video, 1, Beer Network, and here it is. Okay, Bevy Network, Walls and Video, Volume 1. Here's Mickey. Next up, Mickey Y Su Pandilla. Mickey and the Gang. This is a Mexican VHS tape from Visa. Now, I got this VHS tape from eBay for a very cheap price, for like $9, so I had to grab it immediately before it's gone forever. I know it obviously exists in Mercado Libre, but it's Mercado Libre. I cannot get that tape unless I live in Mexico. So I had to basically, I need to use shipping, but I'm not going to use it for retail tapes like these. I only use them if it's like rentals or if it's before 1991 from Visa. Now, I bought this VHS tape specifically because of the promos that are inside this VHS tape. And when I show you the VHS opening, you're pretty much going to be very excited for what's going to be in store in this VHS tape. Group Via Visa, Mickey and the Gang, Disney. So this is the VHS label with nombre, aka I believe it's a name. You know, just sign your name on, hey, this is my VHS tape. Next up, the UK VHS release of Treasure of Matcombe from Walt Disney's Wonderful World of Color. And you see that U rating right there? That means it was released in the middle of 1985. Here is the VHS label, Walt Disney's Wonderful World of Color. Next up, Mickey's Christmas Carol, the 1986 VHS release from Walls and Video. Unfortunately, this is the sales tape. But the reason I bought this tape, is because of the promos that are inside this VHS tape. And you see right there, Magic That's Yours for Keeps. That indicates it's a 1986 VHS tape. And also, I checked online on YouTube, and no one actually uploaded the Mickey's Christmas Carol UK 96 VHS opening yet. So, this is very exciting to see. Here's a VHS label. Next up is Candle Shoe. And yes, this is the original 1983 pre-cert. You know why I say 1983? Because it says right there, plus exciting preview of the fully animated feature, The Jungle Book, at your cinema soon. So yes, it's from 1983. And you see right there, for rental only, not for sale. So that is a pre-cert indeed. Here's a VHS label right there. Candle Shoe from Wolves and Video. For rental only, for not for sale. Although, sadly, the label is a bit faded out, like around, like I believe it's transparent, or the color fade out, unfortunately, which is a shame. Like, it's really dark, but what can we do, sadly? They're pre-certs. I don't know what. But hey, at least you got the VHS, and that's what matters. Next up, Mi Amigo Mickey. Again, it's from Night Night 2 from Video Visa. It's a Mexican VHS tape. And yes, it's a retail VHS. Now, the main reason why I bought this VHS in the first place, actually because it's part of a Mexican VHS bundle they also want to add in alongside with it. So, and also keep in mind, it's a Disney Mexican VHS tape from 1992 and before, so I had to go grab it. And also the main reason why I want to buy it is also because, again, just like Mickey Waisu Pandilla, aka Mickey and his mates, it contains the promos I care about. Although not as exciting as the Mickey Waisu Pandilla, but still. Disney Video Collection. Mi Amigo Mickey from Video Visa. And yes, it was released in 1992. Next up, Eat, Drink, Man, Woman from Touchstone Home Video. Rated PG with English subtitles. Now, I bought this tape specifically for one main reason only. In the UK, it was released by Touchstone Video. But in the United States, it was actually released by MGM. And Australia, it was released by Roadshow. So the distribution is all over the place. But in the UK, it was released by Disney themselves from Touchstone Home Video label. And there's another release of Eat, Drink, Man, Woman. That is the Cinema Club VHS release. But mine's contained the Touchstone Video label, aka this is a Buena Vista Home Entertainment VHS tape. And this was released in 1996, April 16th. And Cinema Club VHS release, I assume, was released in 1999 or 2000. I'm not sure. But still. I'm actually looking forward to watching Eat, Drink, Man, and Woman. Next up, Miracles from Roadshow Home Video. Miracles, rated PG. If they can survive their divorce, if they can survive being held hostage at 30,000 feet, if they can survive the Mexican police, crazed terrorists that crash landing at each other, it'll be a miracle. So, yeah, that is a bizarre statements inside Miracles. But hey, if you can get people renting this tape, that's great to see. Miracles with Roadshow and Video. This is from Orion. Yes, Orion. So it's an Orion Pictures release. So this is the label, Roadshow and Video. Miracles, rated PG, Roadshow and Video. Now this is released in 1987. Next up is the Mexican VHS release of Cat People, CIC video from Universal. This is a tape that I want to get mainly. So, what do I mean by that? Well, this is the VHS tape that's along with Mi Amigo Mickey. So, yes, this is the main reason why I want to get Mi Amigo Mickey, because it's part of this VHS tape that I basically won auction. So these two tapes, Mi Amigo Mickey and Cat People, are at eBay auction. And Cat People got 5 watchers, and I won. I'm very glad I got it. So, alongside it is Mi Amigo Mickey. It's also part of the auction, in the same seller. And I won both tapes. So, I'm very thankful I actually got both of these tapes as part of the bundle. Anyways, this is from 1988. I never watched the film, and I probably never will, so I only bought this tape because it's a 1980s video visa tape, so I assume Cat People's a horror VHS tape, so here's a VHS label, Video Visa, CIC Video, La Marca de la Pantera. Although, what's very interesting is that although on the VHS cover, it showcases the Globe RTC logo. And the VHS label, it actually showcases the Pyramid RTC. So, is this a reprint, or is this what's intended to be the release from 1990 and so on? Is this basically in a original case? I'm not quite sure. What I do know is that you saw the VHS opening that I uploaded weeks ago that showcases this was released in 1988. So that proves that I believe this is a reprint of the 1988 VHS release from Video Visa. But I don't know. I mean, I don't. I'm just basically spouting guess at this point. Next up, we have the Gnome Mobile from Walters and Video. And of course, obviously, it's a pre-cert. Walters and Video, the Gnome Mobile. Here is the VHS tape. Walters and Video, the Gnome Mobile. This is UK VHS, so. And now finally, moving on to the final 6 tapes. And of course, they're all USA. So let's begin with Video Story Break, The Children's Choice Chocolate Fever from Playhouse Video. The main reason why I want to buy this VHS tape is actually because, you see right there, Video Story Break, this Children's Choice. It's actually CBS Story Break. But the problem with these is that they were never released on DVD or on Blu-ray or on streaming. The only way to get this VHS tape is to buy it on VHS. And checking on eBay, I can only find 2 volumes so far. Chocolate Fever and How to Eat Fried Worms. And they cost so much money. Now, this one is actually very easy to find. It's actually the cheapest of the eBay lot. I pay like $6, $7. It's really cheap. So this is volume 3, Chocolate Fever. Video Story Break, Children's Choice. Released in 1989 from Playhouse Video from CBS Fox. Here's a label. Video Story Break from Playhouse Video, Chocolate Fever. And it says right there, oh, it's actually from 1990. So even though the VHS cover, it says from 1909, the VHS label says from 1990. So you decide when it was released. But obviously it was released 1990. So in this case, this VHS tape was released 1990. However, it was put on a 1989 VHS case. So make that what you will. Next up, Disney's The Loretta Claiborne Story. Now on eBay, I only found just the demo tapes of The Loretta Claiborne Story. However, this is the only tape that's actually the original. Not demo, the original release. This is Loretta Claiborne Story from Walters and Video. Rated PG. Walters and Video. Part of the magic of Wonderful World Disney. But yeah, I got it specifically because it was part of an auction for a really cheap price. So, I mean, why not? I want to bid on it because it's very cheap. If it cost a lot of money, I wouldn't even cared. Here it is, Loretta Claiborne Story. Keep in mind, this was never released from DVD, streaming, Blu-ray. It only was on VHS. So, I mean, how could I resist? Sadly, the print date was unfortunately blocked by the Hollywood video label. I'll probably take it out sometime soon. I'm not sure when, but let's assume it was released in 2000, 2001. Okay. Next up, I scored big. The Luck of the Irish Disney Channel demo tape. It was on eBay for $20, and I had to grab it as quickly as possible, but I didn't buy it now. I made a best offer of $12 and so accepted it. I'm extremely happy. Because normally these tapes would cost so much money, around $30, $40, $50, $60. It's a lot of money because Disney Channel VHS tapes are pretty much the most sought after for a lot of people. So I'm actually very thankful I got this tape for around $12. This is the demo VHS label. Look at the Irish, Mischievous Fun. Demo tape, not for rental. Wasn't video. And here's a print date. December 20th, 2001. Next up, 2 Doctor Who VHS tapes. One is Terror of the Zygons, starring Tom Baker, and The Talons of Weng Chiang, of course, starring Tom Baker. But these are 2 Doctor Who tapes. Now, these 2 are part of a bundle. These 2 are the bundle. Now, you may ask, why did I buy these 2 tapes? Because, again, it's part of a bundle. But the main reason is because of this VHS tape right here, Terror of the Zygons. But before I start with this one, let's start with this first. The Talons of Weng Chiang, starring Tom Baker. Playhouse Video, Doctor Who. This tape was released from 1990 from CBS Fox. So it lasts for 2 hours and 20 minutes. So this is the label. Playhouse Video, Doctor Who, Talons of Weng Chiang, also with BBC Video as well. So in this case, again, all of the VHS cover, it was released by 1990 by CBS Fox company, but it was inside the Playhouse Video label. But let's be honest, I do not care about this VHS tape of The Talons of Weng Chiang. The main VHS they want to get so badly is Terror of the Zygons. That's the main reason why I bought that VHS bundle. And I'll tell you why once I show you this VHS tape label. Playhouse Video, Terror of the Zygons, Doctor Who. So this was released in 1991 by CBS Fox Video Company. Playhouse Video. It lasts for 92 minutes. But the main reason why I want to get this VHS is, do you see that label right there? CBS Fox Video. In eBay, I can only find all the VHS tapes I found for Doctor Who Terror of the Zygons is either the 20th Century Fox label or the BBC Video label, but the most importantly, the Fox Video label. That's the one I find only. But here is CBS Fox Video label. Why did I buy this tape specifically? Well, there's a huge reason. On the Avid logo community, I saw a video that showcased an insane logo plaster error of the BBC Video logo. It contains both the early 1980s jingle and the Globe BBC Video jingle as well. They're clashed together. Insane, right? Both jingles at the same time while the BBC Video Globe logo is playing. It's absolutely insane. And I'm going to digitize this, not now, but soon. And it's going to be incredible. That's the main reason why I bought this VHS tape in the first place. It's because of that BBC Video hilarious logo plaster fail. I can't wait to digitize this sometime soon. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, this will be coming soon, Terror of the Zygons. And finally, sorry about that. There was an interruption. Anyways, Quack Pack Alien Attack is the final VHS tape I'm going to showcase for part 1. Walden Video, Quack Pack, Alien Attack. And yes, USA tape. Quack Pack, Alien Attack. Walden Video. This is the label. It was printed in 1997, June 20th. Alien Attack Volume 1 from Quack Pack. And those are all of the VHS tapes that I received from that tissue circle. I hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for part 2, where I basically showcase to you free bundles that I received in the month of May. Those 2 Australian VHS bundles and this UK VHS bundle, which is the biggest Disney VHS bundle I ever received. That contains about 25 or 24 tapes. It's going to be very exciting. It contains a lot of rare titles here. So, stay tuned for part 2. I hope to see you next one. See you all later. Bye.